Oh, he's looking good.
Oh, that's him.
What's up guys, Joey Antonelli here. Now, it was just a normal day of sheephead fishing here, like you've been seeing on my channel lately. It's wintertime, we're doing some sheephead fishing. But I wanna show you something. Right back here, we got these holes in the back of the boat where the water goes out. This is gonna be for mackerel fishing later. But whenever we get some kind of little bit of chum or something on the boat, watch what comes up right away in the little slick. We got all these little fish coming around. Now, it's hard to tell for you guys, but I can see it right here, and we're gonna go ahead and get a rod. I'm pretty sure we got a fish there. Oh, that wasn't one. There's one right there called a palmeta. Now, they're similar to pompano. I guess we'll stop talking about them. I'll get a rod, and we're gonna go ahead and catch one of these and do a catch and cook for you. I've actually never targeted, there's one, never targeted palmettos before. There you go, look at them, some nice ones. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get one of them. So this is all we're using right here. This is a quill from a pompano jig, and the palmetto's in the pompano family, or the permit family, or whatever you want to call it, jack family even. But we're gonna use this, and they should smoke it. All right, so all we're using is this little quill right here, and we're just gonna kind of jig it. Oh my God, that did not take long at all. Dude, look at that. That thing was instantly on this. So, that took a whole 2 seconds. Show you what we got going on here. Now, there's no size limit on these. Oh man, he got tagged by something. Look at that, he's missing a tail. But we're gonna go ahead and maybe we'll get like 5 or 6 of them. We'll do a pretty cool catch and cook for you. Oh my God, this is gonna be a fun video to make.
They should be all over when we start mackerel fishing.
Dude, oh, we got some. That was a spot. Oh, I almost had him top water. Oh, palmeta on. Surface seat. There he is. That's what we're after. That's probably what brought that cuda in. No! Oh, there's another one. There we go. Palmeta on. Let's try to keep this one hooked up. Just jumping, flipping. This one's in the boat. Again, dude, super beautiful fish. So people mix these up with permit and pompano. Easy giveaway on them is these bars. These 3 stripes you see, or even a little 4th one kind of showing up there towards the tail. But these bars are not on pompano and not on permit. But they do have fins really similar and shape similar to both of them. So that's palmeta number 2. Strip, 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 strip. Oh. Oh, TV drag going. This is not a palmeta though, we got something different here. We got us a spot. Spot on the little quill. Oh, they're looking at it. And they're all over it. There he is. Dude, I loosened my drag up so much. Matt's got pork fish, he's getting exotics. This is a nice one though. A lot of fun on the loose drag. There we go, Palometa. Palometa number 3, upside down Palometa.
Yeah. Unknown brain. Marvin Divine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming. It's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games. Yeah, I know that
It's catch and cook time. So we got our Palometa right here. This is the one you saw at the end of that video when I was just cleaning them. And all we did to this guy right here is pull out the guts and the gills and scaled him. The scaling you don't even really have to do. They have scales similar to pompano. They cook off or they're fine. You don't have to, but I just figured I'd scrape them off anyways. And then over here we have the filleted Palometa. So we're gonna be doing 2 different ways here. We're gonna be doing a whole cooked Palometa in the oven, and then we're also gonna be doing Palometa ceviche, which I have never done before. This is gonna be a little bit of a learning process, and I'll let you guys know how it turns out. So first we're gonna go ahead and score the Palometa, and just take our fillet knife, and we're just gonna make some cuts like that. Just basically till you hit bone. Once you hit bone, you stop applying pressure, and we're gonna do some the other way. Also. Scoring that side also. After we're done scoring it, we're gonna go ahead and take some salt, and we're gonna get a good amount of salt on there and really rub that around and push it into all those little cuts on both sides. Go ahead and take some garlic, and you don't really need to mince it up, but we're just gonna kind of smush it a little bit and pack it inside. Shove some all the way up by the head, crack that one a little bit, shove it more in the middle and the back. They have a pretty small gut cavity. Next, we're gonna take our peppers. It's just the bell peppers, and however many of them fit, just go ahead and pack them in there real tight. A couple spoonfuls really is all it takes. There you go. So he is completely full, ready to go. We got him salted on both sides. Here, all we're gonna do is take some butter, just kind of make a nice little base layer. Also put 2 little chunks of butter, and then our Palometa is gonna go right on top of that, just like that. Last thing we're gonna do before we pop in the oven, just 2 little pieces of butter on top, just to really get it melted on there. And then we got the oven at 350. We're gonna pop it in there, and then we're gonna wait. Got it at 350. And then we'll wait. While we're waiting for that to cook, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the ceviche. We got our fillets laid out here. And first thing I'm gonna do is cut them into some smaller chunks. I gotta put the camera down, but you guys will get the gist of that. Look at all that good stuff. So we got mangoes right here, orange, lemon, limes, cilantro, and then that's just a mixture of some peppers, onions, and tomatoes that we already had diced up from earlier. We're gonna basically mix all this in here. Oh, and the fish, of course. We got the palometa right here in a bowl, all kind of cubed up. So we're gonna mix it all into the bowl right here. So we'll take our palometa. Come on, nice little piece, get out of there. And then we'll take all this good stuff. The cilantro. Some mango. And this is, again, something you guys can be really creative with. It doesn't matter what you're using. The important ingredients are gonna be the citrus, the stuff that has the acids, and that's what's gonna actually cook the fish. You'll see that, forgot a piece. You'll see the fish actually does get cooked, but there's no heat used in this method. And then people have all sorts of different techniques and ingredients of using. So then we're gonna take these lemons, limes. These lemons really don't have a whole lot of juice in them. These lemons, limes, and oranges are gonna be what really gets this stuff cooking for us. And I like using the oranges because I like getting that little bit of a sweeter taste to it. This is also something really good to do. We do this a lot when we go on our trips to the island. The islands where we're gonna be cooking out there, because you can make fish like this and do it right on the boat and prepare it, especially when we're doing our day trips, when we're only allowed to bring one hogfish back each. Shoot an extra hogfish or two and make some ceviche while you're over there, and you kind of got a little loophole to get another fish for the day, which you're doing while you're in Bahamian waters, so it is not illegal. As far as bringing it back, I don't know about that. Technically it's cooked, but I don't know what the rules are. So eat it while you're there. We'll get another orange in there. It's gonna be a lot of juice in this one. All right, so we got it all in there. Now we're just gonna keep mixing it up. You can see we got our fish right in there. We got all that good stuff and all that juice. And we're gonna just cover it and put it in the fridge just like this. And I like to let it sit for a couple hours, let it get nice and cooked. If we're on the boat, a lot of times we'll do it right when we get our first fish, and when you do it in a Ziploc bag instead of a bowl, so it's just less things to carry. And you let it sit in the Ziploc bag for a while, and then you take it out and take a little break from diving or fishing, and you got fresh ceviche. So we got our ceviche sitting in the fridge right now, and it's time to go ahead and pull the whole cooker out of the oven. Oh, he's looking good. Let's go set that up there. And sometimes I wrap them in foil, sometimes I don't. But that one I decided not to, and it is looking delicious. Let's go ahead. I went ahead and clean that plate off. Let's see if we can get this guy. Oh yeah, perfect. Put him on our nice clean plate. So there it is. We got it plated. It's got the gut cavity full of all those vegetables, the garlic. It's got the butter, which was all soaked in, salt all soaked in. And now it's time for a bite. One-handed. Oh, okay. Meat comes right off the fish. I'm not even hungry. That is super good. It's definitely different than pompano. I've eaten them before, but I've never eaten them cooked this way or the other way that we're doing right now with the ceviche. It's a firmer meat. I'd say less oily than pompano, kind of like a mix between pompano and whiting. And it's really, really good. So what you can do is you can go ahead, get some of the little vegetables out of there. Kind of hard to do with one hand. There we go. Got the peppers, a little bit of palometa. It's good stuff. So I'm gonna eat this while I turn the camera off, and we're gonna keep letting that ceviche cook. So there's what's left of whole cooked palometa. We got the tail, we got some of the skin. I do eat the skin on them. Some people don't like it. You can peel it off. I don't eat it if it falls off, but if it stays on there while I'm taking a bite, I got no problem with it. There's actually some more meat up here I missed. You can get the head meat all the way up to there. But that was a nice little appetizer while we wait for the ceviche. It's actually gonna be another hour and a half or so. But we'll get back to you guys once that's ready. So we're fast forwarding about 3 hours here, and I just pulled the ceviche out of the fridge, and it looks good. Now, before I forget, I think I didn't tell you how long I actually baked that palmetta for, and it was about 20 minutes or so. But the ceviche is looking really good. You can see the fish has changed color. It's actually cooked now. It's a lot more white than it was before. We'll get a nice little spoonful, and the juices in there. Again, that's all those citrus that we used. Couple little chunks of fish, and super good. You can eat it just like this with a spoon, but it's a really good thing. Gets like some chips or crackers or something to dip with it. But it's really good. Again, I can't stress how much fun this is to do on the boat. Get a Ziploc bag. In Florida, you're not really supposed to, or you're just not supposed to fillet fish on board. But it is a good snack to bring on the boat, especially if you're going on a trip over to the other side, go over to the Bahamas for a couple days or a day or whatever you want to do. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.